What's up, y'all? I'm coming back with another one tonight. This is my second one. I had to put this video out here. Rich Paul. We all know Rich Paul, second in command with LeBron James on his team, one of his childhood friends or whatever. Supposedly owner of Clutch Sports, but we all know that's LeBron James' agency. But he came out and said something that was revealing on a Pat McAfee interview he did. He said that LeBron James did not play with a big three in Miami. He said, in his opinion, Chris Bosh was not a big three type player. He said Chris Bosh sacrificed. Chris Bosh played a role. Now, to me, what it sounds like is he's trying to make it seem really good for LeBron James, because what he's trying to essentially say is LeBron James never played on a big three. Look, that was a big three. Chris Bosh, although he was a younger player, I believe Chris Bosh at the time was 25. Dwayne Wade was 28, and LeBron James was probably like 26. Chris Bosh was coming off a year where he averaged 24 and 12. Chris Bosh probably was a top 5 big man in the league at that time. Chris Bosh had just entered his prime. I think he had just took Toronto to back-to-back playoff appearances. Being his age and how Chris Bosh was ascending, of course that was a big three. In my opinion, like I just said, Chris Bosh was a top 5 big man. As far as players overall, Chris Bosh was in the top 15 of players in the NBA, in my opinion, at that time. Top 15. Dwayne Wade was the second best shooting guard, top 5 player. And LeBron James, arguably at that time, was number 1 over Kobe, or you could say Kobe was number 1, but some people say LeBron was number 1. He was arguably number 1. So you got arguably the number 1 player overall in the NBA, the second best shooting guard in the league, and a top 5 big man, in my opinion, in the league. That's a big three. Anytime you take Chris Bosh off of Toronto and he's 23 and 12 or 14, whatever that is, and you make him a third option, that's a big three. Anytime your third option averaged 23 and 12, that's a big three, because he was the number 1 option in Toronto. So I don't know what Rich Paul is trying to say or convey. It sounds like he's trying to say that y'all need to stop saying that was a big three, because in his opinion it was a big 2. But no, that was a big 3. I don't know what y'all saying out there, but we all know that's a big 3, because we know it was a big 3. We know that LeBron James thought that he had the league by a stranglehold, because he was on that stage saying not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. It was Dwayne Wade had to tell that man, dude, calm down. It's not easy to win a title. You know yourself, it's not easy to win a title. You got swept by the Spurs. So no, it's not easy to win a title. You got to calm down, man. You putting a big bullseye on our backs. You know what I'm saying? And then LeBron James went on to have the 2011 finals, that we all know the chosen one became the frozen one, right? But yeah, no, Rich Paul, I know you trying to do revisionist history, but your revisionist history is not that good, man, because that was a big 3. Like I said, how many teams have a former 23 and 12 or 14 rebound guy as a third option? Not that many teams with that type of talent at the third option. Now, you go out to history, you go through, like, you say Ray Allen with Boston, with Paul Pierce and Garnett, and then you can go to the Celtics before that with Bird, Parrish, and McHale. Then you can go over there to the West Coast with Magic, Kareem, and Worthy. Yeah, but it's not that many, man. It's not that many. But like I said, man, what y'all think? I think it was a big three. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Was it a big three? I'm out.